Hey everyone! Yahoo, once the absolute king of the internet, the go-to search engine and portal for millions. Hard to believe, but even 30 years later, it's still got a loyal crowd in certain countries. Back in the day, everyone used Yahoo the way we use Google today. But what the hell happened? How did this giant lose its throne to everyone else? Let's dive in and figure it out. It all started in 1994. Two Stanford grad students, Jerry Yang and David Philo, are up all night manually curating a list of the coolest sites on the early web. They call it Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web at first. A couple months later, boom, it's Yahoo. By 1999, the company's worth over $100 billion. People flocked there for email, news, chat rooms, games, weather, literally everything in one spot. Then, slam, March 2000, the dot-com bubble bursts. Yahoo's stock crashes from $118 a share down to $4. 96% of its value was wiped out in a single year. The company survives, but the foundation's cracked. And right around then, a tiny little startup shows up that's about to eat the entire search market alive. 1998. Larry Page and Sergey Brin walk into Yahoo with an offer. Buy us for $1 million. Just $1 million, the price of a decent house in California, for what would become Google. Yahoo glances at their weird new ranking algorithm, PageRank, and goes, thanks, we've got Inktomi, we're good. They don't even haggle. Fast forward 2 years, Google is already handling 18 million searches a day, while Yahoo's still leaning on someone else's engine. By 2002, Google overtook Yahoo in search traffic. Yahoo panics and throws out $3 billion. Google counters, make it $5 billion now. Yahoo, too expensive. Imagine, with that same cash, they later bought Flickr, Tumblr, and a bunch of other stuff that didn't save them.
The 2000s become the era of we want to be everything to everyone. Yahoo starts buying companies left and right. GeoCities for $3.6 billion, Broadcast.com for $5.7 billion. Broadcast.com, a service that basically dies right after the purchase. They want to be the ultimate portal, a media empire, search engine, email provider, messenger, all at once. Meanwhile, Google focuses on one killer thing: clean search plus killer contextual ads with AdWords. 2004, Gmail drops and blows minds with free gigabytes of storage. 2005, Google Maps launches, the same tech that powers our navigation apps today and lets delivery drivers find our front door. Yahoo? Stuck in 2000s design, bloated pages, tons of banners, feels like an old clunky TV. Mobile internet is coming fast, but their site still takes 15 seconds to load on dial-up.
January 2008. Microsoft knocks with a massive check. $44.6 billion. $31 per share. That's a 62% premium over the market price. Steve Ballmer personally pushes Jerry Yang. Let's team up and take on Google together. Jerry's response? We're worth more than that. 6 months later, Lehman Brothers collapses. Global financial crisis hits. Yahoo's stock plunges below $10. Shareholders are furious. Activist investor Carl Icahn rallies a revolt and demands the entire board get fired. Instead of closing the deal, Yahoo signs an ad partnership with Google, which regulators kill a year later. Everything starts crumbling piece by piece.
2009, new CEO Carol Bartz steps in. 2 years later, they fire her over the phone and email at the same time. Total public humiliation across the tech world. 2011, Yahoo axes 14% of its workforce in one brutal day. Search market share drops below 7%. They tried to buy Facebook back in 2006 for $1 billion. Zuckerberg basically laughed them off. 2012, Marissa Mayer takes over from Google. She poaches a ton of top talent, buys Tumblr for $1.1 billion to chase the cool youth vibe, rolls out redesigns, but users keep leaving anyway. Mobile strategy finally kicks in, after Google and Facebook have already split the market.
2013 to 2015, Yahoo's running on fumes. Core business is sinking, but stakes in Alibaba and Yahoo Japan keep it afloat. 2016, one of the biggest hacks in internet history, 500 million accounts stolen. Then another billion. Trust is completely shattered. Verizon, in the middle of buyout talks, slashes their offer by $350 million because of the breach. Final price, $4.83 billion for Yahoo's core business. Compare that to the same year, Microsoft buys LinkedIn for $26 billion, 5 times more. And this after Yahoo turned down $44 billion from the same Microsoft. After the sale, Yahoo morphs into a holding company called Altaba, then quietly fades away. The brand lingers on email and the news portal, but it's a shadow of its former self. Just think, if they'd bought Google for $1 million in 1998, today that would be a company on the level of Apple or Microsoft. If they'd taken Microsoft's steal in 2008, maybe Bing never exists and search looks totally different. A ton of ex-Yahoo people jumped ship to Google and became VPs there. The irony? Ideas they couldn't execute at home exploded at the competitor. The final number hits hard. Peak of $125 billion in 2000, down to $4.8 billion in 2016, a 96% wipeout. But there's one bright spot, that 2005 investment in Alibaba, $1 billion stake, ended up delivering over $40 billion to shareholders when they sold chunks of it. Yahoo's story isn't just a failure, it's a masterclass in how to lose the future. Spread yourself too thin, overestimate your worth, get scared of paying too much, and turn down the lifeboat when you're drowning. One bad no, and an empire turns into a memory. Smash that like if these stories hook you, and drop in the comments, which business flop should we cover next?